Hello. So today we do one more very important part of mathematical reasoning for UGC NET, that is time and distance and ratio and proportion. Okay. So let's talk about speed, time and distance. So basically, if an object is moving with a speed of s kilometers per hour, okay, in time t hours, then the distance is s into t. Okay. So that is in kilometers. So another formula for speed can be distance upon time. Okay. So that is the first type of speed that we talk about. That is the constant speed. Okay. So let us look at the example. A car travels at a constant speed of 60 kilometers per hour. How long does it take to travel to 40 kilometers? So you can see that D is 240, speed is 60. We want to find out the time. Okay. So now, so time should be 240 divided by 60, which is 4 hours. Okay. And you can simply say that in 1 hour, the car travels 60 kilometers. So in 4 hours, it will travel 4 into 60, that is 240. And therefore, the answer would be 4 hours. So that is how we do simple questions on the concept of speed. Okay. Then we have another type of speed, a relative speed. Relative speed we talk about when two objects are either approaching each other, okay, or they are, when two objects are approaching each other in opposite directions, their speeds are added. And when two objects are moving in the same direction, the speeds are subtracted. Okay. So that is the concept of relative speed. That means if we are talking in relation to each other, like this is car A and this is car B. So suppose car A is traveling with a speed of 40 kilometers per hour and car B is traveling with a speed of 30 kilometers per hour. Now, since they are moving in the same direction, the relative speed will be 40 minus 10, that is 10 kilometers per hour. And if they are moving in the opposite directions, the speed will be 70 kilometers per hour. So that is the concept of relative speed. So this is used when two objects are moving with respect to each other, either in the same direction or in the opposite direction. So let us look at this example. Two cars start from the same point and move towards each other. Okay. So basically this is the same point and they are moving towards each other. Car A travels at 40 kilometers per hour and car B travels at 50 kilometers per hour. So they are moving in the opposite direction. So the relative speed in this case will be 40 plus 50, which is 90 kilometers per hour. Okay. If the distance between them is 300 kilometers, how long will it take for them to meet? So the distance is 300 kilometers. So D is equal to speed into time. So 300 is equal to 90 into time. So time will be 300 divided by 90, which is 10 by 3 hours. So 10 by 3 hours is the time taken for both the cars to meet. So this is the concept of relative speed. Okay. The another is average speed. Average speed we talk about when the object is moving with different speeds in different intervals of time. That is the concept of average speed. So let us look at an example. A car travels at the speed of 60 kilometer hours for the first 2 hours and then increases its speed to 80 kilometer hours for 3 hours. So for 2 hours, 60 kilometers per hour. So distance will be 60 into 2, that is 120 kilometers. That is very common. Okay. Then for the next 3 hours, the speed is 80 kilometers per hour. So the distance will be 80 into 3, that is 240 kilometers. So in the first 2 hours, the car ran 120 kilometers. In the next 3 hours, the car ran 240 kilometers. So what is the formula for average speed? Average speed is total distance divided by total time. This is what we do in our daily lives. If we move traffic, obviously we cannot move with constant speed. So total distance is 120 plus 240. Total time is 2 plus 3. So this is 360 divided by 5, which is 72 kilometers per hour. Okay, so we have 3 types of speed: constant speed, relative speed, and average speed. So let's look at some questions now. Question number 1. An aeroplane flies along 4 sides of a square field. So we have a square field A, B, C, D. Square field means all the sides are equal. At the speed of 400, 600, 800, and 200 kilometers per hour. So 400 kilometers per hour, then 600 kilometer per hour, then 800 kilometers per hour, and then this is 200 kilometers per hour. Find the average speed of the plane around the field. Okay, see, first of all, we should know what is the side of the square. Okay, so the side of the square can be found by the LCM of 800, 600, 400, 200. Now, why are we doing that? Because it makes our calculations very easy. So let the side be the LCM of these four numbers, because we'll get a whole number and it will be very easy to divide. So let's calculate the LCM of 8, 6, 4, 2. Okay. So 2, 4, 3, 2, 1, then 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, then 2, 1, 3, 1, 1, and then 1. So then 3. So it is 24. So 2400. So let the side length be 2400 kilometers. Okay, because if we start with x also, if we take the side to be x also, there also we'll end up with calculations. Okay, so time taken for AB, so T1 will be total distance divided by speed, which is 6 hours. Then time taken for the second will be, 2400 divided by 600, which is 4 hours. Then time taken for next 2400 will be distance divided by speed, which is 3 hours. And then time taken for the fourth one will be 2400 divided by 200, which is the speed. So that is 12 hours. So total time is 6 plus 4, 10 plus 3, 13 plus 12, 25. And total distance is 2400 into 4. That is the perimeter of the square, 9600. So we want to find out the average speed. So average speed is total distance divided by total time. So total distance is 9600 divided by 25. So multiply and divide by 4. So 9600 by 4 divided by 100, which is 384 kilometers per hour. So option number C is the correct answer for this question. All right. So, yeah. Okay. Now, question number 2. Samir walks a certain distance and writes back, taking a total time of 40 minutes. So he walks and he writes and he takes a time of 40 minutes. Then he could walk both ways in 60 minutes. So he could walk and then walk again in 60 minutes. Okay. How long would it take for him to ride both ways? So, he can walk one way in 30 minutes. Okay. Then 30 plus time taken for ride will be 40. So time taken for riding along one way will be 10 minutes. So ride both ways will be 10 into 2, which is going to be 20 minutes. This is quite simple question on speed, distance, and time. Okay. Next. In a certain city, taxi charges comprised of a fixed charge and the charge of the distance traveled. A person paid 156 for the journey of 16 kilometers. And another person paid 204 for the journey of 24 kilometers. So let the fixed charges be X. Okay. So 156, when 156 was paid, the fixed charge was X. Okay. And let the variable charge be Y per kilometer. Okay. So for 16 kilometers, it is 16Y plus X is 156. And then for 204 kilometers, fixed charge is X. 204 rupees are for 24 kilometers. So X plus 24 into Y. So we want to find out the amount paid by the passenger who has traveled 30 kilometers. Let us see. So first of all, let's find X and Y. So let us subtract. So 204 minus 156 is this is minus 48 and this is minus 8Y. So Y is equal to 6. So the variable is 6 rupees per kilometer. Okay. So let's put Y equals to 6 in the first equation. So 156 minus 96 is equal to X. So 60 rupees is the fixed charge. So we want to find out the charge for 30 kilometers. For 30 kilometers, it will be fixed charge plus 30 into variable charge. So 60 plus 180, that is 240 rupees. So option number B should be the correct answer for this question. This is a question on simultaneous linear equations. Okay. Using the concept of speed, time, and distance.